video, Passport Bro team. It's me, your girl MG, with the team. So it's a hot sunny day. Not hot sunny day, I'm just kidding. It's a cloudy day today, right now. And we are in Clark Museum. So let me take you back in history. Let's go. I want to take you guys back in history. What happened in Clark, or what's in Clark? What's Clark's history? So Clark Museum has 4 galleries. It has one story. So in Gallery 1, it begins with the geology and geography. That's what we're gonna see when we enter there. And in Gallery 2, it provides a glimpse of the culture. And Gallery 3, it's going to be about the American military base and how Philippine nation gradually moved to control the baselands. And in Gallery 4, it's just about Clark Freeport Zone. There you go. So walk with me to begin Gallery 1. Clark is located in Pampanga. Pampanga is located in the north, in the Philippine map. So this is Pampanga right here. This is the Philippine map. So where I am from is here, I believe, Olongapo City. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure.
So this is Zambales, I think. Zambales, and then Bataan, Olongapo. So that's Pampanga. And here we have, where is Clark? It's located in the middle of a wide expanse of a flat landscape called Central Luzon. And it's between 2 volcanoes, Mount Arayat on the east and Mount Pinatubo on the west, which is in Zambales. Regional setting, there you go. You can see that's the regional setting. We have Metro Manila, Bataan, the fall of Bataan, Pampanga. This is Subic Bay, it's where I'm from. Moving on, this is the Mount Arayat. There, basalt at Mount Arayat. Those are the rocks you can see. It's the samples of basalt show vesicular types which had gases escaping from the rock after it was extruded from the volcano and cooled. It looks like normal rocks from a normal person's point of view. But if you are extraordinary, then that's extraordinary rock. Also, these are some examples of rocks right here. Tarlac Formation sandstone. I think I just saw that in Subic. We have, oh yeah, this is the rock in my backyard. The Malinta Formation. Coloring. That's the exact rock in my backyard. I'm kidding. Wow. Okay, of course more rocks right here. The birth of 2 volcanoes. I think those 2 volcanoes are the Mount Pinatubo and the Mount Arayat. So the Mount Pinatubo and the Mount Arayat are associated with the subduction of the South China Seafloor beneath the western seaboard of Luzon. Scary. More rocks. See, I'm pretty sure these are the rocks I just saw recently. I'm not kidding. The Central Luzon Basin. I want to go here. Oh. This is Fire and Mud in New Hall and Punong Bayan. This is way back in 1996. It's a historical evidence of pyroclastic flow deposits. Yikes. Okay, I want you to look at the Mount Pinatubo right there. So that is a painting by Josefina Dizon Henson. It's based on the enlarged photo image of Mount Pinatubo on the wall to the right. I think this is the wall to the right. Yep. Actually, I've seen some of my friends go to Mount Pinatubo, and how they describe it is beautiful disaster. because it's so beautiful. But it's also a disaster when it erupts. The eruptive history of Mount Pinatubo. The Mount Pinatubo last erupted way back in 1991, and it's believed to be active in eruption every 30 years. And these are the Eta people. Eta people are what we call the natives of Zambales. The Etas, they belong to the Negrito ethnic group, and they are considered to be the first settlers of the lands around the Mount Pinatubo. That's why when you go to Mount Pinatubo, not just Mount Pinatubo, like the whole town of Zambales, a lot of Etas live in the mountains. Because if you try to go to Zambales, mountains after mountains after mountains. True. Yep, and these are how they look like. These are the weapons that they used back in the days. And I tried using one of these. I believe that was the archer. This one. The bow and arrow. I tried to use that one way back, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And actually, you can see a lot of Eta people trying to sell flutes, bamboo flutes, examples of their weapons in duty frees in Subic Bay. So let's go to culture and traditions. So culture number one we have is nagmamano, or in English, it's called respect for one's elders. Like this is where, give me your hand. Mano po, nanay. It's like that. Like it's a sign of respect for elder people. It is believed that in the modern days, and you still have a grandmother, if you're still lucky to have a grandmother, and you don't like practice the pagmamano, your grandmother will she will discipline you for you to learn how to mano. Mano po, nay. Like that. That's it. That's how you do it. This is how they look like back in the days. They like really wear some Filipiniana traditional saya. Yeah, and for men, it's called barong. That's how they wear the traditional clothes of Philippines. And for women, it's a saya, Filipiniana. I've never worn a Filipiniana. The second tradition and culture is kasalan, which is marriage. So it is one of the most important Christian sacraments and the only one that involves two people and God. Because as you know, a lot of Filipinos are Christians or Roman Catholics. Like they really give importance to God, to their religion. And marriage is very important in relationships for Filipinas. Okay, next is the mag-ina. Mag-ina literally means the mother and child. I feel like that's me. I'm a single mom. I feel like I'm just holding my child without a man. There's an angel though. You can see like there's an angel. So someone's guiding me right now with my two kids. So I have two kids. Mag-ina is mother and child. It's like a bond or relationship between mom and child. You can never take that away. Once you become a mom, it's really different. I promise. Like you're connected, your soul is connected to your child. The next one is panunuyo or courtship. So courtship is a basic part of human nature. And in 19th century Philippines, this was practiced to an elaborate degree. Panunuyo nowadays, it's very controversial. It's, can't say very important, but it's more like of a requirement, especially in relationships. Because like for example, I'm in a relationship with someone and he doesn't suyo me, like he doesn't court me in any way, it's a war. Yeah, this is what we call the almacen de parian. It's it says here that the Chinese have always been intrepid traders and merchants throughout the world, especially in Asia. Oh, I believe these are like the sellers of traditional things from other countries, especially China, and they are Chinese. Yeah, I've seen people like this in Manila, in Binondo. They sell like antiques from China, and it is believed to be very worthy. Yeah. Next we have is tendera ng bulaklak. Technically, you can see tinderas everywhere, especially if it's for Bulaklak. For Valentine's Day, for Mother's Day, for Father's Day, for Undas. Undas is a holiday where you celebrate the dead. I think in English it's called All Souls Day. So, everybody, you can see tindera ng Bulaklak everywhere. The next one is the Mag-ina. It's also like with the father this time. The Mag-ina, which is the mother and child. It's also like the same with there. So, as a mother coaxes their babies to sleep with sweet lullabies. This is the Pamandara. It's what we call traditional boat making. So, the old traditional boat carving in the Kapampangan speaking region is believed to have started with Pamundukit, which is wood carving, and Pamaganluagi, which is woodworking. Wow. Look, Kapampangan were among the most notable shipbuilders in colonial times because their skills appear to have been rooted in the archipelago's seamanship culture using not just canoe-type boats like balutu, which is var, baroto, balbaloto, lapid, and viray, but also larger boats like the barangay and karakoa, a warboat. The batala, it's the battle dance ritual. What it is, batala may just be a variation of coraldal, since both involve dancing and they use same music. But batala seems to be a reenactment rather than devotional. That's how they do the dance. You see everybody? Like, I think some people are in stage, upper elevated level. Look, at times really violently as they chant, Oi, 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 oi. We have the Kuraldal, which is the religious dance ritual. What it is a dance in honor of Saint Lucy. Although in other places, Kapampangans do the Kuraldal in honor of their respective saints. It is performed by devotees who make a pilgrimage to Sasmuan during the town's fiesta, and with increasingly intensity all the way to Coraldal season in so it's being celebrated in January, but the fiesta is December 13. Yes. Passport Rose? Okay. Noted. We have, I think this is pretty important, the Libad, which is the fluvial procession. It is the generic term that refers to a fluvial procession held in honor of a patron saint in Apalit. It is in honor of Saint Peter, whom locals intimately refer as Apung Iru. So I believe, like, whenever this happens, all the devotees or all the people, they try to like give all their time and effort just to participate or like to touch the saint, because I think they believe that like miracles do happen if they give time and effort. I never really saw it in person. We have the Aguman Sandok, which is the Fellowship of the Laurel. So what it is, the Fellowship of the Laurel, on the other hand, it means Fellowship of the Spatula. It is an annual event held only in Minalin town, where hundreds of boys and men from various barangays pour into the street wearing wigs, makeup, and women's clothes. It is Pampanga's own gay pride parade, except that there are no gays allowed. Sorry, but at least you are honored by men. We have the Santa Cruzan. Santa Cruzan. I have been a Santa Cruzan before. Oh my gosh, way back. I think I was 16. I was Santa Cruzan. Oh my gosh, the most beautiful one in parade. Yes, but it's in the month of May. The Filipinos' love for celebration and their religion are manifested during the Santa Cruzan profession. It's what we call Flores de Mayo. Mayo is May. Flores is like flower. And we have Nagsisimba. Nagsisimba technically means going to church to attend mass. And it is one of the most important activities for the Filipinos. Yes, because as what I said, Filipinos, they are known for being Catholics, Christians. So going to church is like one of the priority. This is what we call merienda cena. So technically, in the modern days, merienda happens between 3 in the afternoon until 5, I believe. But for me, it happens any time of the day, as long as it's not mealtime. This is the lubenas. It means limbun, maitinis, and paso. What it is a procession on land where 2 rows of lanterns mounted on bamboo poles accompany the andas, which is the shoulder-borne carriage, or the carroza, the wheeled carriage, bearing the patron's saint image. All lanterns in lubenas are made of paper and bamboo frames and are illuminated from within, either by candlelight or electric light. So here, you guys, these are examples of parol, or what we call lanterns. So we have the Giant Lantern Festival, which is here. You can see, right? It is a competition of giant lanterns measuring 2 to 3 stories high, trucked in from competing barangays of San Fernando. San Fernando is also located in Pampanga, you guys. And I believe that Pampanga is the hometown of lanterns. It's the capital of lantern lights. And I don't know if you know Catriona Gray. Catriona Gray is Miss Universe 2018. As her national costume, she presented a very big parol at her back. Yep, that's the Santa Cruzan right there. It's the Holy Cross procession. So just a little bit of fact, Santa Cruzan happens first before the holiday. The holiday is like Holy Week. So this first, imagine this is my face. And that's me. But that happens first before what we call Holy Week. What is this? This is the Parol Datung. Ooh. It's made on October 27, 2017. Okay. From what the previous thing I said, Santa Cruzan first before the Mala Aldo Holy Week. So in the Philippines, Holy Week is a 1-week holiday where in the Kapampangan region, the pageantry and traditions of the Catholic Church collide with the violent rituals of the common folk. Yep. The 7-day spread is prefaced with the Viernes Dolores, the Friday before Holy Week, when Kapampangan celebrate the Feast of Our Lady of Sorrows, thus setting the tone for the next few days. I believe in Holy Week, there will be, like this is right. In Santo Tomas, the image of the Master or the Mater Dolorosa is fetched from the Hermanas residence by a group of stabat, or what we call girls that are singing the stabat matter. And this is brought to the church for the Mass. So technically, it doesn't really stop. Once a girl sings the stabat, it cannot be stopped. So if one girl needs to rest, another girl needs to replace the girl and continue singing, but there should not be any dead time of the song. Yep. And as you know, this is where people try to sacrifice because they carry the cross. Other people, or some people, they really do crucifixion and they try to reenact what really happened in Jewish times. So they have a procession, they carry the cross until they get to their destination, and while others are hurting themselves, these I believe are palaspas. That's what they use to do this. Hurt themselves, because it is believed that they put tiny blades inside the palaspas. It is a symbol repenting from their sins and to cleanse every Holy Week. See, look at this. They really reenact what happened way back in time. Some really try to put nails in the palm, and I can't imagine how painful that is. These are pottery making, and it says here that kakurangan refers to any form of the earthen vessel found and most likely produced locally. Mangkukuran, it's a local potter and pot makers. I've never had any pottery in my home before, never. And these, you guys, are artworks made by Andy Bundok. It's technically what we call bonsai. He is a copper bonsai artist. He was born and raised in Angeles City. Angeles is also in Pampanga. He has done numerous exhibits around the Philippines, such as Marriott Hotel, Clark Museum, San Beda Alabang, Miriam College. So his artworks are also spread out in different countries. If you try to see the details of it, the wirings are shaped in a heart. Yep. These ones right here are what we call the Pamanabi weaving. There you go. Here, it's a day's weaving starts with a fine selection of ebus leaves. Here, if you can see it, this comes from the species of Corypha utan, which is widely known in the Southeast Asia. I think in the Filipino term, we call this banig. I don't know, but in the modern times, we call this banig. And yeah, for example, this dog, kitty dog right here. If you touch it, a lot of Filipino will say the quality is made with banig. And banigs are normally spread on the ground, and people will have picnics while using banigs. I feel like it's very hot, but maybe in the ancient times, way back in history, I feel like it's not really that hot. That's why people wore the saya that Filipinas try to use. Okay, so let's go up, you guys. Entering Gallery 3. And the thing to see in Gallery 3 is the military bases. Clark Air Base. Okay, so it says here, after the revolution against Spain, the newly established Philippine Republic in Malolos, Bulacan, fought another war against the U.S. conquest in 1899. Let's go inside. So the first one to see is the train trolley in 1900s. Do not sit. Because we are rule breakers, of course we're gonna sit. Kidding. Kidding. Excellent training terrain. In later years, an intelligence bulletin described Banban Hills north of the camp as a prepared defense of rough terrain. The rocky ground covered with cogon grass, canebrake, scattered timber on higher elevations, and jungle growth along watercourses and ravines. Clark Field's first airplane. Look at the first airplane. Oh my gosh. This one became the first U.S. Army airplane to be deployed at Clark Field, arriving in 1919. It looks cute, it's checkered. The beginnings of an airfield. Yep. What are these names? I think they're names. To honor, I know the history of the airplane, how it's built. Wow, okay. This is the abandoned Japanese P-67I Kaitago Special Attack Aircraft of Fugaku Squadron at Clark Field. It's abandoned. Welcome to Clark Air Base, Philippines. So come here, you guys. U.S. You know what, guys? I was supposed to apply for U.S. military to become an Air Force when I wasn't a mother yet. But my dad died, and it was a depressed moment. So, yep. It was the day of my graduation when my dad died. So I didn't attend graduation. I didn't get my diploma, stayed at home. Now I'm showing you the legend Clark Air Base. So here is the barn house. Click. There you go. And to the Clark I think it's everything. The Clark Air Base Hospital. Okay. The Clark Air Base Hospital, this has a story. Way back in time, this used to be very popular. But I think after the World War II, it was used in World War II and during Vietnam War. But it stopped from 1991 because of a volcanic eruption, which was the Mount Pinatubo. Okay? That was the 1991. So it is now just ruins. And a lot of people believe that it's haunted. So I would want to try to go there and get spooky with you. This is the kamikaze base. There you go. I believe it's a little bit looking like scary too. Coconut Grove Airman's Club. I feel like this is where Americans used to have a drink, I think. We have Fort Stoughtonburg. There you go. We have the Commissionary. Commissionary looks scary too. And why does everything look scary? The commissary. Did I say commissionary? Sorry, it's a commissary. I'm sorry because I'm sleepy. Chapel. Yep, chapel. The Kelly Theater. I think we've seen this before. It's also abandoned right now. It's, part of the ruins. The Clark Air Base Passenger Terminal. If you try to see the air base, the whole air base itself, it's quite big. We are here. We are here. See, we're in the middle of spooky things. There you go, here. So these are, the Mustang, the North American P1 Mustang. We have the French Spad, the 4-engine Boeing. Wow, look at this. Is this real? Why does it look like a monster? It's like a monster with teeth. So these are the P-40s, the Phantoms, to Start lifters. These are the Japanese year 38 rifle. We have the gas mask case, Japanese military weapons, the bombs, I believe. These are real ammos. Seriously, imagine being shot with an ammo like that, like here. That's why one shot of a sniper, you're dead. Yes, that. Oh my God. And look. These are the 70, 60 kilogram bombs. It was carried by an aircraft. The US 1000 LB bombs. My dad was once a military. He was a Navy. So he never really touched anything of these. Because I think this is related to Army. So my dad, he touched different things, not women. This is the aircraft mounted 50 caliber machine guns. These are just photographs, I believe. If I were an Air Force right now, I don't think I would fight. Then what's the point of applying to Air Force, no? Yep, Ferdinand Marcos. Marcos Kid right now, BBM, is a current president in the Philippines. And these are the Senate. Yes to the bases. I think they are the ones who said yes to the base, no to the bases. Really? He's still alive. Juan Ponce Enrile. He's still in the Senate, by the way. 90 years old, something. Everyone else, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, the revisions to military bases agreement until 1991, Longapo, and 17 other bases returned to the Philippines. There you go. Yep, so in 1992, the Philippine government issued new notice of termination to U.S. and withdrawal deadline of December 31, 1992. The last U.S. Navy ship sailed out of Subic Bay on November 24, 1992, ending a century of a U.S. military presence in Phils. That's the Clark Air Base. Actually, Clark is a big base. But I believe Subic is bigger. It's just not functioned well right now. So we have, this is where I want to go to. I want to go to Crow Valley. It's a valley of interlocking streams that are part of the floodplain of O'Donnell River at the foothills of Zambales Range. So if it's located in Zambales, we can go. The Lily Hill, Pampanga, all right. Philippine base and U.S. facility. With the defeat of the U.S. and its allies and the victory of communist forces in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos in 1975, the ability of the US to defend the country and the importance of the bases were again under question. On August 27, President Corazon signed with the US the RP-US Treaty of Friendship. Okay. Ooh, Filipino base workers. Base workers started organizing in the 60s to seek better treatment in the workplace. So the first Filipino Civilian Employee Association was organized at Clark Air Base, followed by Subic, QB San Miguel, and Sangley Point, Cavite. With the support of Labor Secretary Blas Ople, the first base labor agreement was signed. All right, well, if you can see right here, this is what Mount Pinatubo's damage has done to central Luzon. You can still see some of it even until today. This is what we call the lahar. Lahar deposits from Scobia River plug the mount of the tributary Sapang. It's a disaster waiting to happen. You can still see that when you try to go from the bridge. If you go through the bridge, the lahar is you can still see it. Yikes! I think that's a dead man. Everything was covered in ashes. Oh, you can still see Jollibee! Jollibee! Here is something related to the Mount Pinatubo. Choo choo! Chugga chugga chugga. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now. This is the volcano?
Yeah. Award-winning photo.
Award-winning photo from the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. These are how ATAs are in the time of Clark Air Base. So Clark has always been home to the ATA. 1 year before the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, about 1,300 indigenous families lived at the Pasig and Sacobia basins. Yep, there you go. So this is the anatomy of stratovolcano, which is the Mount Pinatubo. Actually, we can go here, you guys. It's located in somewhere in Zambales. If we try to go to Zambales next time, you can really see the view of the Mount Pinatubo. And let's try to know why is it called the beautiful disaster. My friends have been there, and it's exactly what they said. It looks very beautiful, even though it's a disaster. This is the killer lahar. This is what we just talked about earlier before. The lahar. If a strong rainstorm lasts long enough, true debris flow may happen. These are the real killers, what we call lahar na malapot, or the vicious lahars at Pinatubo. This is what we call the Filipino Americaans' lifelong fight against stigma. So, because one result of the presence of American bases in Clark and Subic had been the emergence of Amerasian children. I'm one good example of Amerasian. That's my race. Yep. Proud to be. Recovery and rehab. So, this is how the rise from the ashes began. Yep. I think it took years eventually getting back. Or I am not sure. I mean, you see how ashtrays? Oh, ashtrays made from ash. Yeah. I don't think it's recycled. I think it's made from ashes. And that's why it's called ashtray. Yep, and we have now entered the gallery number 4, which is just about Clark Freeport Zone. Recovery took time, sometimes attended by conflicts in the way of doing things. Clark is between 1.5 hours or 4 hours away from other Asian destinations. This is Clark, Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Qatar, Dubai, 12 hours if you're trying to. That's why the airport in Clark, it's opened, I think not long ago. If you come from Manila, it's 9 hours. But Clark to Korea, it's not 5 hours because I have Korean students. They say it only takes 3 to 4. Hong Kong, 2 hours, should be 1 hour and 30 minutes. Singapore, 4 hours. But yeah, these are the major countries that are very close to Clark. So come to the Philippines, take Clark Airport. My sister, when she went to Texas, she went from Manila, Naiya. It took her 18 long hours. But with connecting flights, it took her around 27 hours. This is the Clark International Airport. This is it. That's it. Actually, if you were to ask me, I like Clark International Airport more than Naiya. Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. I've always wanted to do the Deca wakeboard. I've done that one time. I want to try it again. Pastor Bro, sponsor me please. Yep, Japanese light anti-aircraft twin automatic cannon. These are what we call the export products from locators. There you go. What are these? Black or gold glove, sheepskin, leather for, I don't know. This is the old Kelly Theater, the one that we saw in the Clark Air Base map. That's it. The monument of John Stolzenberg. Yep. This is the barn houses. U.S. Military Cemetery. Actually, I've wanted to stop by when I saw the cemetery going here, but we couldn't because like all the traffic and stuff. But let me feature that one time for you. Kamikaze West Airfield. We have the old cannon. This is here. I'm gonna show you the old cannon located just right in front of this museum later. The Air Force City, the Philippine flagpole, the Bicentennial Park, Clark International Speedway, the Mimosa Gulf. I wanna go here, but I wanna go here more. The Puning Hot Springs. See, if you try to go here, the journey to this beautiful place involve an awesome 4x4 off-road jeep. You know, the big ones, the salakot. If you like know, or you've ever seen local farmers like planting palay like that, they like use this hat, the wooden hat. That's what salakot is. It's a straw hat, but it's used for protection from light. And yeah, we have the Clark Safari. We have the Nayon sa Clark. And guys, wait for PastorBro.team goes to Aquaplanet. We're gonna go there. Zoocobia Fun Zoo. This is the same owner as where we went, the Zubik Safari. The Gimmick Clark Unlimited Sports Club. PastorBro, can you let us go here? Pretty please. El Caballo. This is already in Subic. Yeah, but because Subic and Clark are just like very close to each other. Last week, there was this El Caballo Festival or Horse Fest held in Clark. I think the caballos or the horses came from El Caballo in Subic. Dinosaur Island, I've been there. And these are hot air balloons. Hot air balloon festival is also happening in Clark. Pampanga, I think, Lubao, Pampanga, but it's also located in Pampanga. So the Philippine Hot Air Balloon Festival began in 1995, the year I was born, wherein 21 balloons pilots from 10 countries took part. Wow. Congrats, you guys. So there you have it. So I've showed you the history of Clark and what to see, what happened, how the military base began. And remember, I told you I was gonna show you the cannon? This is it. Yep, that's it. Really big, huh? That's why it's called Big Cannon. All right, so guys, don't forget to vote for your favorite Philippine at PastorBro.team. And don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. This is me, MG, signing off. Adios.